I'm so glad that you've decided to complete this course called Shift. This course is designed to shift your perception of church. Different people view the church in different ways. We expect it. If you don't go to church, then you may think the church is helpful, but not necessary, or you may think religion's evil. If you're a pastor, it's expected that you would love the church and devote your life to its mission. But what about you? What perspective should you have towards your relationship with your church be? And does it make a difference? I believe that it does matter. And I believe that after completing this course, you will not only better understand how the church will move your life forward, but you will realize how much your perspective can change the world around you. Imagine your relationship with your church becomes more than a place you go or something that offers helpful insights. Imagine church is more like a family, and your relationship with your church is more like a new way of life that transforms every area of your life. Your time with your family, it becomes more meaningful and joyful. The internal wrestling that goes on inside your mind at work or school, it begins to be drowned out by confidence in who you are. And that confidence enables you to walk into relationships and environments knowing what you bring that can make other lives better. You find yourself surrounded by a few people who have had their life made better because you're in it. Days that were spent struggling have turned to days full of laughter, meaningful conversations, and knowing that you made a difference in the world. When you have a healthy relationship with your church family, it makes your world a better place. Ephesians 2:19 says, "You are a member of God's very own family, and you belong in God's household with every other Christian." Now, Paul's words to the Ephesian church hold significant weight to them. We're to understand a few fundamental truths that shape our growth and development. First, the church is a spiritual family. Sometimes we can think of the church as a place or even an hour on Sundays. We say things like, "I went to church," or "Church was good this morning." But church isn't a place or a service, and we can't confuse the house or a mealtime with the people who are the family. Motion Church is meant to be your spiritual family. And this leads me to the second truth hidden in this statement by Paul. Number two is that God expects you to be a member of a church family. Since God created the church to be more than a place or a time, but a family, He wants and expects that you will be a part of that family. Great families get together. They share some great stories throughout their lifetimes. Great families even leave a legacy for future family members to share in for generations to come. So since these two things are a reality, we must address something important. A Christian without a church family is an orphan. Don't get me wrong, you can be a Christian without the church. You're a part of the family of God, but you're lacking the very relationships that are meant to nurture you and help you develop into a mature disciple that reflects the values of the family of God. All orphans are biologically part of a family that they may never meet. But how significant is it when every person has a group of people to belong to that help shape their future? At Motion Church, we want to help you move from where you are to where God wants you to be. I want you to understand that God wants you to belong to a church family. As you journey through Shift, you will be empowered to step into the Motion family and see the transformation it will have in your life and the lives of others. This Shift course is a part of a larger process called Next Steps, which consists of 4 key steps that help you move life forward. If you haven't completed it already, I want to encourage you to take the START course. START is designed to help you define and develop the habits of a disciple of Jesus. This course, Shift, is designed to help you see the fruitfulness that can come from your relationship with the church. The third step is called Launch. Launch is an in-person event designed to help you discover your purpose and step into it. And the fourth step is to begin Lead. LEAD is the intentional leadership development process that you enter into when you begin serving on the Dream Team. You will discover that as you walk through all of Next Steps, you will find the joy of family, the Motion family. And that joy will help you move your life forward. I want to make sure you don't experience the trauma of being an orphan without a family. Don't struggle with your identity because you aren't a part of a bigger family to help you discover it and live in it. Don't live with a lack of relationships and resources to help you move life forward. You were created on purpose and for a purpose by God Himself and invited into His family to discover and live it out. What sorrow will be replaced with joy by a relationship built in your church family? So what do? How do you get a clear vision for your life and grow as a part of the Motion family? First, complete Next Steps to connect you to the people and the places that will help you experience all the promises God has for your life. Secondly, commit yourself to Christ and the Motion family. Your commitment to Christ and His family will help you develop the habits and the heart of a disciple of Jesus. When you complete Next Steps and find your fit in the Motion family, you will discover that the mundane of life was replaced with joy and fulfillment. There'll be days where you're meeting up with friends to serve others in our city. Being a Motion family member may even take you across the globe to make relationships and make a difference in countries all over the earth. At minimum, you can know that you are a part of something that is changing the world, and that is significant. So be sure to complete Next Steps. Commit yourself to Christ and the Motion family so you can see how God placed you in Motion Church to live the life you were created for. A life of joy, purpose, and impact.